So many people tell me that they don't want to immigrate to Australia on risky visas, and I can understand why. You're making a substantial sacrifice, both emotional and financial, in terms of making a move to Australia, and you don't want it to be for nothing. A recent client of ours refused a decision to apply for a 491 visa on the part of a state government, instead preferring to wait for an invitation to apply for a 190 visa. And I believe that was a foolish decision. And this blog basically explains why we think that it was a foolish decision. As far as the distinction between the two visas is concerned, the 491 visa is not a permanent resident visa. It's a 5-year temporary resident visa that requires you to live and work in regional Australia, in other words, outside of Melbourne, Sydney and Brisbane, for a period of 3 years before you can then apply for permanent residence. Whereas the 190 visa is a permanent resident visa, and on the face of it, a better visa. But unless you have a burning desire to go to Melbourne, Sydney or Brisbane, the 491 visa works just as well. It is, as I said, a temporary resident visa, but the threshold to securing permanent residence is not that high. It's simply submitting 3 notices of tax assessments and evidence that you've been living in regional Australia for a period of 3 years. It's difficult to obtain state nomination at this particular point in time because we're suffering a housing shortage in Australia. An Australian government is applying a fairly restrictive immigration policy, and receiving invitations to apply for state nomination are not that forthcoming. I like the saying that a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush. And by that I mean, if you obtain an invitation to apply for state nomination, it's foolish just to decline it in the hope that a better one will come along. I hope you enjoy the read.